Young boy, she's on a roll. They wonder why she stays so low. They wonder how she getting dough. She know that she's about to blow. Young Kay, she's on a roll. They wonder why she stays so low. They wonder how she getting dough. She know that she about to blow. Young boy, she's on a roll. They watching her while she's strutting slow. She comfortable everywhere she go. She know that she about to blow. Young boy, she's on a roll. Never lost focus, always in control.
What's up, Harrisburg? It's your girl, Madeline Renee, and I welcome you back to another segment of With Madeline Renee. So, the November edition is extremely special for a couple of reasons. Number one, we're stepping into the eastern part of the state with our guest today. She's from Eastern PA. I know I said this is all about Harrisburg, and it is, but we got to mix it up a little bit, and I'm going to tell you why. Today's guest is the extremely talented Miss Kay Melodies. And for anybody who has been following the series from day one and tunes in every month for the newest segment, then you know that Kay Melodies sings the theme song for the series. It's titled Young Boss, and it is off of her personal project titled Intro. It is her debut album. Oh, it debuted last November, excuse me. Mm-hmm. So you know what that means. Today is an anniversary. Hey. All right, but seriously, I am extremely excited to be able to sit down and talk about Kayla's project with her today. Pick her brain a little bit about her writing process and what she thinks about the music scene today. So I thank you, Kayla, for joining us today, taking the time out, and traveling. Oh my gosh, you drove how many hours to get here?
3 hours and 15 minutes. To be exact.
3 hours and 15 minutes. Yes, she's coming from the western side of the state today, and we're really excited to talk to her a little bit. So, Kayla, why don't we start with you telling us where you're from?
Well, originally I'm from Long Island, New York. Then I moved to Easton, PA, and then went to IUP, which is how we met.
Oh my goodness,
Yes.
I know. So it's been like 4 years we've known each other now?
Yes.
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 We were in I Am, which was our creative writing group. Shout out to I Am at IUP, right?
Mm-hmm.
But, okay, so what are you doing now?
Well, currently I'm still at IUP.
Okay.
Madeline graduated on me, but this is my last year. So, I'm finishing up with school. Musically, I'm still in the studio. I'm still writing, and I'm preparing to put out some new music.
Nice. So you would consider yourself a songwriter and a singer?
Yes, I write all of my music, and of course I sing all of my music as well.
Nice. So, obviously we have to jump right into it. What inspired you to start with music? What inspired you to sing and start writing?
Well, honestly, music is pretty much natural for me. My family, they all sang. My mother, my father, my grandparents on both sides. So I always sang. And growing up, I was pretty introverted.
Okay.
So writing was my way of expression. So, singing, songwriting just came natural for me.
Nice, nice. And what kind of music did you start singing?
I'd say R&B. My first song that I wrote was when I was 5 years old, and it was called Roller Coaster Ride.
Oh my goodness.
Yes.
What was this about?
It was about meeting a guy on a roller coaster ride and him saying hello and me brushing him off.
Oh my goodness, at 5?
Yes.
That's insane. So
Yeah.
do you remember any of the lyrics? Because we need to hear a little bit of it.
I do, because my father recorded it, so
Okay.
I hear it, around holiday time when I go to see them. Yeah, so it goes like, I saw you on a roller coaster ride. You said hello, I said goodbye. You know how I feel about you. Baby, you know it's true.
That was crazy. Oh my gosh. You know what? And it's crazy hearing you sing because I know I tell you this all the time, but I'm a super fan.
Thank you.
You're welcome. I have been listening to you since you have been dropping stuff on YouTube, on SoundCloud, back in the day when we met at IUP. So,
Yeah.
I used to play you in the car and everything.
Aw,
And
thank you so
you're
much.
welcome. You're welcome. So, it's really cool to hear you, your growth. Like, that was beautiful. You sounded great then, but
Thank
can
you.
definitely, you're welcome, but you can definitely hear the transformation. I think that's awesome.
Thank you. Even in my roller coaster ride?
Yes.
Oh.
Yes,
See, that's
seriously.
real. Thank you.
You're
Thank you.
welcome. What kind of music was your family into?
I'd say gospel mainly.
Okay.
Especially my grandparents. They were very heavy into the church.
My mother always sang in church. My father always sang in church. But my father actually used to have an R&B group back in the day. He's from South Bronx, Bronx River. And they had an R&B group, and, you know, he used to write and sing. So I get it honest.
Nice. And when did you decide that, okay, I'm going to make this my life?
I'd say my 11th grade talent show in high school. I sang And I'm Telling You, originally sang by Jennifer Holliday. And that was the first time I felt comfortable on stage, and the audience's reaction just made me feel like, wow, this is maybe what I'm supposed to do.
Nice.
Yeah, so that broke me out of my shell, and then from there I was like, I definitely want to perform in front of people. I want to continue to write and eventually perform my own music in front of people.
Nice. So since you've started writing music and really taking it seriously, I know you have been all over the place performing. So we got to talk about that a little bit.
Yeah.
Let's talk about some of your showcases. Like every time I look on my Instagram, like you're opening for somebody else, you're at another, you know, open mic, and I just think it's so awesome. So let's talk about that a little bit.
Well, I have done a lot of open mics and speakeasies, things like that. But I did have the opportunity to open up for Fatboy SSC. Shout out to him. Nice. I've shared the stage with DJ Self. I recently performed at a party for 10K. That was up at IUP. That was cool. That was dope. I've done some shows in Jersey. I did a showcase in Queens. Shout out to Thuggin' and Buggin'. That was about a year ago.
Nice.
Yeah, so sorry if I missed anyone, but yes, I have been trying to perform as much as possible because I feel like performing is even more important than studio work. You know?
Nice.
I like to make a connection with the people. Also, Above Art Studios in New Jersey, I love them. They've been a supporter of me before I even dropped my album, and they allow me to come through and, you know, share the stage with them as well.
That's dope. Now, how do you go about getting these opportunities? Seriously, because you are moving and shaking.
Yeah, thank you. Well, I try to keep my social media active. Sometimes I do covers. Sometimes I sing my original music, you know. And from there, I've gotten DMs, you know, complimenting my voice. And, you know, I try to make a connection there. Or even if I go to an event, you know, where I'm in the same space as these people, I try to make a connection with them so that, you know, in the future we could work together and I possibly get an opportunity to perform.
That's a beautiful thing.
Yeah.
Networking is so important, seriously. And I tell that to anybody trying to do anything anywhere.
Yes.
Network, meet people. You never know who they're going to be and how you guys can collaborate.
Yes.
You know, I do want to switch gears a little bit and talk about Intro because I know that was a really big project for you.
Yes.
So, I mean, talk about it. What was the purpose behind that?
The purpose behind it? Well, you know, like I said, I've been writing music since I was like 5, and it was a natural thing for me. But I wanted to put together a project that would get my foot in the door, really.
Okay.
You know, when I was in the same space as, you know, certain people where I felt like I had an opportunity, I had nothing to offer to them other than like a couple SoundCloud songs. So I wanted this to be my foundation, and so far it's been working for me.
Okay. And what was that about? Like, talk about those songs. You know, Young Boss, I know the message is loud and clear. I'm a young boss. I'm doing it. What about some of the other tracks?
Yeah, well, Young Boss, that came further along in the process, and that was when I started to kind of feel myself, you know. My project was almost done, and I was like, you know what, I'm really doing it out here. So that's where that song came from. But the first song that was actually completely written and, you know, recorded and everything was actually You Got Me Like. And my friend Khalid did the beat to that, and I love him so much. He was just like, yo, here, have this, you talented, you know. And I wrote to that, and that was done like 2 years ago. And then from there, I just kept building and building.
Nice. So how long did it take you to put this together?
I'd say like 2 years in total.
Nice.
Yeah.
Would you say that's typical? Was that kind of long? I mean, I don't know how long it takes artists to put projects together.
I'd say that's kind of typical only because it was like a on and off type of situation. Like, I had You Got Me Like done, like I said, like 2 years ago, 2 summers ago. And then I had, you know, some other instrumentals that were sent to my DM, and you know, I wasn't really taking it too serious at first, but I'd say I really locked in the studio summer of 2017.
Okay.
So that's when the project really came together. So I don't think it took too long.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now let's talk about your writing process a little bit. You did say you wrote all of the songs, not only on Intro, but that you've ever performed originally.
Yeah.
Period. So what is your process like?
I have different processes, honestly. I know specifically, Pass This Up, I remember I was in my living room up at IUP, you know, my apartment, my college apartment, and at the time I was dating here and there, and I was just kind of feeling myself. I was having some me time. I smoked a little bit and had my wine, and I was just like, you know what, let me throw this beat on that was just sent to me, and I just started kind of freestyle writing, and that's how that came about. Some songs I came up with in the car, you know, just driving that long drive from IUP back to Easton, or sometimes when I have to go all the way to Long Island, you know, just in the car, just freely, you know, vibing and recording myself on my phone. So I have different processes, honestly. It just depends on my mood.
That's awesome. That's awesome. So what kind of advice do you have for somebody who's like, you know what, I want to get my music career started, you know, but I don't really know where to go. I don't know how to start. You know, what do you want to say to those people?
I'd say number one, believe in yourself, period. No matter who around you is trying to be negative, you have to have confidence within yourself and believe in your craft. And early I had to understand that being shy is not an option.
Okay.
Like, that's not an option at all. Like, you can never be afraid to open your mouth and sing, or whatever your gift is. You can't ever be afraid to express that, because you don't know who, you know, would be able to help you, who's around you that'll hear that gift. And, you know, that's what helped me, because I met Samaj. His name is Samaj Rega. He's in Pittsburgh. Shout out to you. And a friend of his introduced me to him. And basically it was like, oh, sing something for me, you know. And I sang, and then from there he was like, oh, snap, yo, I got some beats for you, you know. So I definitely say, just number one, have confidence always, for sure.
Nice. So you're saying you just sing on the spot whenever?
Yeah.
All right, so you gonna bless us with something today? I mean, I know everybody's like, we want to hear something more than roller coaster ride. It was awesome. It was dope.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Where you been, baby? Been thinking about you all day, waiting for you to use a key that unlocks my space. My heart starts trembling as I hear your footsteps pace. Lock opens, doorknobs turn, then appears your face. Going out my head, I think I'm losing all my mind. Drive me crazy, going crazy, making love all night. It feels so good, it feels so warm to be in your world. In your arms, lost for words, you've got me.
That is magic. Oh my gosh, your voice is so pure, and
Thank
it's just
you.
you're welcome.
I might have messed up the words a little bit. Beyonce, forgive me if you ever see this.
It's okay, because you want to know something, Kayla. One of the biggest things that I love about your music and about listening to you is that you hear that rawness when you sing. Like, you hear that authenticity, and it's just like, yo. Like, this girl's a singer. Like, she really does this.
Thank you.
You know what I mean? And it's those kinds of people where, like you said, you know, I felt like this was my purpose. Like, when you hear people like that, you feel that. Like, oh, that's her purpose. Like, I need to listen to Kay Melodies, you know, because I feel her music.
Thank you.
You're welcome. And that's a beautiful thing. So
thank you.
You're welcome. I was almost speechless after that. So, number one, I mean, like, that was a Beyonce song. Everybody's a Beyonce fan. Am I right to say that she's an inspiration for you?
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
I love Beyonce.
Nice.
We were talking a little bit before about how I feel she's the best performer of all time, you know. But I love her. I love Mary J. Blige. I love Erykah Badu. I love Lauryn Hill. Jill Scott, you know, lyrically, you can't top Jill Scott, Erykah Badu, Lauryn Hill, in my opinion.
Most definitely.
I love them.
So Lauryn Hill is my favorite artist ever. Okay. You know, her and Erykah, they're
tied for me.
Yes, same. So it's just like, but yeah.
Completely different content.
For sure.
And that's why I love them, because I feel like Erykah Badu is my left and Lauryn Hill is my right. You know, as far as personality-wise, I can relate to both of them.
Most definitely.
So, yeah, especially the Unplugged album with Lauryn Hill, where she was just pouring her heart out over an acoustic guitar. And it was just amazing.
What's your favorite thing about music right now in 2018?
My favorite thing about music, I would say, is I feel it's so free.
Okay.
You know, I feel like a lot of people are just, you know, using it as a way of expression. You know, a lot of the people of the older generation are upset with the mumble rap and, you know, some things that are coming out with not as much content. But I feel like, you know, people are just expressing themselves, you know, with simple words or, you know, whatever they feel like saying in that moment. And I definitely love that.
Nice. Now, what's your least favorite thing about music right now?
I love creativity. So I don't think there's any type of like cap on it. So there's nothing that I dislike. I can't say. You know, there's a lot of people out right now that are singers, I guess you could say, but are more studio singers. But I can't hate on what they got going on. If it works for them, it works. And they make great music as well. So I love it all.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
So where do you see your music going next?
Where do I see it going next? Honestly, I've noticed that I've been getting contacted a lot to perform and things like that. So I hope that that continues to be a thing because I enjoy being amongst people and being able to interact with the crowd and, you know, sing in front of actual people. So I would love to be like a touring act. And I hope that that's what I see in the future. You know, awesome. Definitely more of that for sure.
That's dope.
Yes. I definitely plan to do more albums, but I'm completely independent, 100%. I had a manager for about a week and a half, and then I was like, this isn't working. So, you know, that's the only help I've ever had. So I don't want to put together an album again until I feel like I'm 100% in the right space musically, and I have a team behind me that could help me, you know, push it forward.
Nice.
Yeah.
Now, are you, you know, strictly independent? Like, is that your mindset, or would you mind, you know, having a bigger label behind you?
I would not mind having a bigger label behind me at all. Just as long as, you know, we're on the same page and it feels right, I'm with it.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice. So, of all of the places that you've performed, where is your favorite? Where do you feel the most free, the most like yourself, and where do you get the best vibes from?
I couldn't pinpoint a specific city or town, honestly. I'd say I just like to be in a room with other vocalists and other appreciators of music and, you know, vocal ability, because I definitely love to hear the responses. But yeah, I like to perform anywhere where I feel I'll be appreciated.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice. Now, do you have a favorite artist that you've performed with?
Favorite artist? I can't say I have a favorite artist, but I can say shout out to my friend Zamar. He is a keyboardist.
Okay.
And I sang and he, you know, played the keyboard at this spot in New Jersey. I forget the name of it, it's slipping my mind. But this spot in New Jersey was a very nice event. And he just picked me right up singing X Factor. And it was very natural and organic. And I love vibing with him on the keys. He's super talented.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Nice. So what do you really want people to take away from your music? Like when you write, what are you thinking, man, I hope people feel this?
I just would like for people to definitely listen to the lyrics and take it in. Because I try to be as uplifting as possible and as positive as possible, because I understand that just going through everyday life, things can be very stressful. You know, people could be negative, environments could be negative. So I hope that when people listen to my music, it could be a positive outlet for them.
Nice. And what do you want people to know about Kay Melodies? Something that they don't know about your music, about you personally?
I would like for them to know that I really love this music thing. I really love to sing. I really love to write. This is my passion. And this is something that I plan to continue to do for the rest of my life because it's just in me. It's just what I do. So
nice. All right, Kayla. So it is obvious you have it going on. Where can people find you? Where can they get this beautiful music?
Well, my music intro, the album, is on Spotify. It's on Apple Music as well as Tidal. Just type in Kay Melodies intro, and there it is.
What about social media? Where can we follow you?
You can follow me on Instagram at K_Melodies. And I forgot to mention SoundCloud. I have some music on SoundCloud as well. And my YouTube page is Kay Melodies.
Awesome. Pretty simple. Kay Melodies, she is kicking it with us today to celebrate the anniversary of her album, Intro. It's been out for a year. I know that it's doing great numbers. I love the music. You love the music. Let's get her popping. Seriously.
Thank you.
Wait, more popping, because trust me, she's already popping.
Thank
but
you.
no, you're welcome. Seriously, guys, thank you for tuning in to another segment of With Madeline Renee. I hope that you're enjoying coming back and seeing who we're talking to every single month. We're going to try and keep this thing going because we love bringing entertainment to the city of Harrisburg. We love, showcasing the movers and the shakers and anybody who is out here really just trying to make a difference, build themselves up and do something for the community. So tune in next time, guys, because we're going to have something brand new for you.
Yes.
Thank you.
Thank you. Well, randomly off the top of my head, I guess I'm going down Mary J. Blige.
Okay.
Sing a little bit of that. Time on my head since you've been away, boy. I ain't got no plans. No, 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 no. And the sound of the rain against my window pane is slowly driving me insane. Boy, I'm going down, 'cause you ain't around, baby. My whole world's upside down.
Oh my goodness, that is magical. Okay,
Thank
give me
you.
goosebumps. You're welcome.